Hello, good morning, and welcome to today's Facecast. It is July the 1st, 2020. Another month dawns, and we're still in lockdown, although it's easing a bit. But I don't know if we're used to it, and that's a good thing, or if we're itching to get out of it, which is a good thing, I think. Anyway, today we are dipping into the book of Romans. And we must know that whenever we do that, whenever we go into the book of Romans, the letter in the New Testament that St. Paul wrote to the church in Rome, we have to flex our spiritual muscles. When we look in Psalms, it can be comforting, maybe challenging sometimes. Proverbs, thought-provoking. When we go to the Gospels, it's certainly at the centre of the Christian faith, but here in Romans, it's heavy. We need our spiritual muscles at work because Paul is really teaching them what the Christian faith is all about and what life is all about. He takes no prisoners in Rome. And here we have a verse from Romans chapter 6, verse 4, which says, We have therefore, We were therefore buried with him through baptism into death, in order that, just as Christ was raised from the dead through the glory of the Father, we too may live a new life. Wow, what's all that about? The verse before is saying, should we carry on with our old ways of life, our old ways of living? No, we shouldn't do that because we've been baptized into Christ. That means we are also baptized or started a life in his death, which means we can put to death, we can put aside and push away those things which are wrong. And therefore, he says, if we are baptized with him in his death, we're also baptized with him, join with him in his new life after death. The resurrection of Jesus is the central point of the Christian faith. Not just the life that he lived and what he taught, but the fact that he died and rose again. If we are joined with him, then we too have died and live again. We've died to sin, to the wrong things in this world. We've said no to those things. And we want to live in the good life that he can bring us. And the terminology that Paul uses here is all about death and life. What we believe about God in these ways should change everything in our lives. It should lead us to say, this day, today, Wednesday, the 1st of July, is the first day of the rest of my life. And I can live that life how I choose. And I can choose to follow Jesus and his way or not. I can choose to acknowledge that God is in heaven or not. I can choose to read this book, the Bible, and understand what it says and what it means for me or not. It's my choice. I have the freedom to choose. The Bible tells me in its wisdom passages that the wise will look and listen at some of the wise things that there are in the world and understand them better. And that's what we aim to do when we read the Bible, to understand the wisdom, or go to church and hear the Bible expounded by preachers and other people. Or when we go to a home group and talk with others about what the Bible means for us today. And it's a continuous, ongoing journey. You don't just get something and then that's it. You have to keep living it and keep practicing it, keep flexing those spiritual muscles, because it's a lifelong exercise living as a Christian. That's what Paul is telling them there, that it's as fundamental and as basic as living the life that Christ lived. And when he died to sin, we died to it too. And when he is born again, we too have that chance to be born again. It's up to us to live that resurrected life, the life that Christ wants for us. You can make that choice today. Are you going to follow Jesus' way or follow the way of the world? It's your choice, your freedom. Have fun making those choices, won't you? It's not always easy, but it's always great. See you soon. Bye now.